Young and the Restless fans, hopefully you're having a magnificent Monday. We starting a new week. This is actually the third week of May sweeps, and I'm telling you the drama is escalating. I'm going to give you a few highlights from this episode and then we'll unpack everything. First, we see Chloe and Sally business is beginning to fail. We see Christine is taunting Phyllis as Christine and Danny is riding off into the sunset. And now Billy has Jill's power unbeknownst to the Winters. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unpack this Genoa City drama for May 13th. So we start out over at Society where we see Lily, Devon, and Nate having a discussion about everything that just recently happened with Mamie and now this situation with Billy. Now Nate and Devon are trying to orchestrate an exit strategy for none other than Billy Abbott. However, Lily, she's having a little bit of second thoughts. She's not really saying too much of anything at this point. However, she does receive a text message from Billy that she needs to meet with him immediately and to come right over. She finally admits to Devon and Nate that Billy wants to see her, and they were like, well, wait a minute. He's not meeting with us either. And she's like, look, I'll go find out and then we'll talk about it later. However, meanwhile, Devon and Nate is plotting to get him out of the company. We're now back over at Chancellor Winters where Billy is there awaiting to speak to Lily. However, Chelsea shows up and she is a mess about everything that's going on with Connor. She found out bad news that he's actually hurting himself and that she really didn't get a chance to spend the time that she expected. He tries to talk her through it, and then of course he throws up the Adam name. However, she says, look, he's struggling too, and we got to work through this together. Once Chelsea leaves, Lily shows up, and Billy dropped one heck of a bombshell on Lily. That Jill, the matriarch of the Chancellor side, has decided to hand all of her decision-making power to Billy. And she's like, wait a minute. She decided not to talk to us about it. And then, of course, we see the Nate and Devon show up, and they got the news as well. Now, they're wondering if this is something of a power play on Billy's moves. Lily finds it suspicious. Devon is skeptical, too, refusing to let Billy want to take control without speaking with Jill first. As tensions are rising, Lily finds herself caught in the middle, torn between her loyalty to her family and the growing admiration for Billy's potential. Now, as if things couldn't get more complicated, we're now over at Adam's place as he is still reeling from the recent visit to Maryland. Sally shows up and tried to give him support, and he is distant trying to figure this thing out. Next thing we know, we see actually Chelsea arrives, and then Sally decides to give them some space. Chelsea is in tears as they're both grappling with the heart-wrenching challenges surrounding their son's Connor's mental health. And of course, she's upset. They're trying to blame each other, blame themselves. He was quiet on the way back home, and she was wondering what was going on in his thoughts. Now, she now switches to the fact that maybe they should figure out other options to take Connor out of the facility. Adam now switches up and say, no, let's leave him there and see what additional help that their son can receive. And then they rely on the support of one another. Now we're over at Crimson Lights where we see a conversation between Chloe and Sally. Chloe has been noticing that she's been paying the bills, meaning Sally, out of her own business account or her personal account, I should say. And at the same time, she's like, look, I see the writing on the wall. This business is failing. Nick could lose his investment. She actually tells Sally maybe we should consider Adam's offer, which is surprising from Cuckoo Chloe, to take their business under the Newman umbrella. And Sally was like, I don't think that's happening. Plus, they got a lot going on with the situation with Jordan and the situation when it came to Connor. And so she's like, I don't think we need to go there. Why don't we, and this is her suggestion, let's scrap the interior design business and go back into fashion. This is what we know. This is my bread and butter. So she's like, you know what? Whatever you want to do, I will support you. So it looked like these two might be headed right back into the fashion world. And let's not forget about this ongoing feud between Phyllis and Christine. These two are like oil and water, constantly at odds with each other. Phyllis can't resist taking jabs at Christine, and Christine isn't backing down either, especially not when it comes to defending her newfound happiness with Danny. Speaking of Danny, he is finally hitting the road, bidding farewell to his loved ones as he embarks on a new chapter in his life with his tour. But even as he leaves, guess who's following him? None other than Christine. She decided to turn down the job with this particular client in order to go on tour with Danny. So we're saying goodbye and good riddance to Christine and Danny. And yeah, Phyllis was shocked because she actually thought that Christine was not going to go. Well, she just said, okay, have a great life, and bid them adieu. Okay, so there you have it. Another day in Genoa City packed with drama, intrigue, and enough twists and turns to keep us on the edge of our seat. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about Chloe and Sally business failings? They just can't get it right. Poor Sally. She came from LA to Genoa City hoping for a new opportunity, and it's just been one fail after the other. Should she go back to the fashion world and maybe make a go of it? Also, Christine taunting Phyllis, and of course, Christine and Danny leaving town. All I can say is goodbye and good riddance. And now Billy now has Jill's power. And they were worried about Mamie. Well, they were blindsided by Jill's decision, and it looked like Billy is now Lily's new boss. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you also stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap for today, as well as we got the aftermath of Steffi finding out that she unalived Sugar and not Sheila. And then we had the whole situation at that hospital with regards to Dr. Finnegan, Lee Finnegan, and seeing that Sheila and her 9 toes are still alive. And yeah, it's going to get crazier from there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.